This is Sight and Scenes on Metro TV with me, Michael Kofi-Oduro, coming to you from Doha, Qatar. Today is a big day for many Ghanaians in the 2022 FIFA World Cup as it marks Ghana's final group game against familiar foes, Uruguay. A win guarantees Ghana a place in the last 16. Draw will mean that a favorable result must happen between Korea and Portugal to guarantee the Stars a place in the last 16. Defeat, which we all pray against, is a dream shatter for the Black Stars. And we're building up to this all-important game. And we're privileged to be sandwiched by great legends of the game who have done this jersey of the Black Stars, fought and brought a lot of glory to the national team. We happen to bump into four familiar faces when it comes to the history of our game. I'm sure they may have just finished breakfast and are preparing for the game. Later they change into their Ghana wear and make their way to the Al Janoub Stadium in Wakra, Doha here in Qatar. And we're privileged to be flanked by Abdul Razak Golden Boy, a legend of the game, one who has won the coveted prize of the African Footballer of the Year before. Abdul Razak Golden Boy, good morning and thanks for the time on Metro.
Good morning.
We also have Dan Owusu. The name is synonymous with goals, credited as three-time Ghana Premier League top scorer. Dan Owusu, good morning and thanks.
Good morning to you.
When you talk about goals, especially for the Black Stars, and talk about the Africa Cup of Nations, you cannot leave out one man, George Al-Hassan, who is a one-time Africa Cup of Nations top scorer. Not just did he win the top scorer award, but also brought down the Africa Cup of Nations trophy to Ghana. It's a privilege to have you, George.
Thank you.
Okay. And when it comes to marshalling the back, many have talked about how Ghana concedes in the second half in this game. And if today we are to keep a clean sheet against Uruguay, we will need someone cast in the shape of this man, Emmanuel Ampia. Good morning, sir, and thanks for the time.
Good morning.
Nana, okay, so Nana Emmanuel Ampia for the records. Okay. In fact, my money in Doha is finished, so I will not be able to afford a goat. So let me add Nana and be free. Nana Emmanuel Ampia. But before we came, you guys were having a conversation. What were you talking about? Was it about the game or you were reminiscing into the past?
Well, it's true. We were talking about our past. What have we done? What we did before? What's happened? You know, whether we win or lose. This is what we were discussing when you came.
Okay.
Yeah.
I see. And I'm sure it brought some fond memories.
Yeah, sure. Everybody's saying his memories. Sometimes we were there before. Yeah. Maybe they also came in. We played with them. Then we are out. They continued to play. And PS also came in, you know. So maybe we didn't play at the same time, all of us. But I play, or Dan played with me. George also played with me. And Pierre was not ready for that time. So that he played with Dan too. You see, this is what we were all discussing.
It means Pierre is the youngest among the four.
Yeah, let's say. Yeah, okay. You know, maybe if he's not the youngest, but coming to the Black Stars, that we say the national team, you know, he's the youngest there. Okay. Well,
George, share with us the feeling of being in Qatar. I'm sure you have moved around and seen a little about Qatar. Share with us.
Not at all. I haven't moved around at all.
Yet. When did you arrive?
3 days ago.
Oh, okay. And you've been indoors throughout?
Yeah, I'm indoors. I didn't want to go out to,
You want the victory first?
Yes, because all my intention is to win the game.
Okay.
So, without winning the game, man coming here would not be purpose. Yeah.
I see, but what are the expectations? And even before we get into that, the Black Stars have played 2 games. We have won 1 and lost 1. What do you make of the performance of the team?
The performance is good. I would say it's good. It's not 100%, but at least about 80 to 90%. So we're wishing them well today and see whether they can, perform as they did in those 2 matches.
Nana, I would like to speak about the defense with you because you played as a stalwart defender. Many have talked about our weakness as the way we concede goals, especially in the second half. A defense may be solid, still concede. Generally, what do you make of the performance of our defense? We have played a 5-back. We shifted to the usual 4-back in our last game against Korea.
I want to speak in Fanti.
Oh, no, you are free to do so, to speak Fanti.
Your defense is good. Your defense is good. So, maybe I say, also we will be affinity no more than them. But other one can say to more casachro. Mobaya or casachro, Anumbo Bohon, my defense now tight. Na midfielders and so or there or bois defense. The defense and so or bois midfielders. Maybe man make a there. See what me win the match now. Or the forwards and or back. The defense and walk so defense and so on you in our call. Said Obechi now walk. So when them is I know Bob Bois my defense now tight. Now forwards and so tight because so when them not said forwards and walk. Na midfielders also aka the defenders as aka that watch who mu ibasa obandama anu mum bone ekwadem nti ode hu de amema me kan de ode ho anka se wakasa kire wo na kire wokọ woba na waba so wobondam ti de dem eni na wobo wonye South Korea first half but second half me hu da na wabre but obandama wo chenyi ma bisu be shema na kire ho so all the defenders in Wakasachon no wokum because the moment cheesy or the wokum or the summer.
But Uruguay for Wakata Sena, ya show mu 2 matches, ya Ghana so 2. We share 2 teams now who then Okambo Masenet.
Me sure Uruguay or match. Nami who there Uruguay first Uruguay on and and now CCR so work up from yes your bonnet. You there why the Obia Obia into Uruguay, I'm missing Sagana, ye yadrin there on your Uruguay team Bia or your team Bia or your team Cassi. Now, Portugal was Ronaldo, the way in Janssen Sando where to made Lucy. It's more than Martin Motan, Ribi or Trim. So unless or high until the man be or Babiana the day. Ne on your first. Michel Uruguay now 1 year ABR. Uruguay for year ABR until 100 the Bonnet Uruguay.
Okay. Dan, let me come to you. Let me come to you, Dan. Ghana has scored 5 goals from the 2 matches, but we are yet to see any of our strikers hit the back of the net. Should that be a worry to us?
Okay, thank you very much. Before I say anything, I have to thank the Ghana Football Association for bringing us here to watch this Black Star matches. Although we are not able to get a chance to watch the first and second match, it's only the 3rd match. All the same, we take it like that. I'm here purposely for even the strikers. You know, we are about 4 here. We have George Alassan, myself, we are the strikers. And then we have Attack, and then Ampere. We are more concerned about the strikers for this important match. Because when the chances create, and then they are not able to utilize it, it's a very dangerous thing. So they should be calm and have patience, and they try to utilize all the chances that we get. Uruguay is not somebody, also a team, we have to think about them that we can win a match. Today is a must win. That's why we are here. We have brought 2 goals. Alassan has 1 goal, me I have 1 goal. So by all means, this match we have to win at all costs. You understand? I always continue saying that the strikers, me, that's all my field. When the chance comes, I will never hesitate. I have to make sure I put the ball inside. So we are all praying that at least Ghana will score more than 2 goals for today, so that we qualify for the next stage.
Okay, I see. Golden Boy, the general performance of Team Ghana in this tournament?
Well, first of all, everybody has his opinion. Now, it's a competition that we are playing. You know, now all what we are saying here, I don't think the players will hear what we are saying. But we are saying all these things purposely for the public. You know, so it's not everything that we say here will go to the players. We are saying that, like Dan said, a competition like this, if we need our service as ex-players, we should be here earlier, or even closer to the team. Now you call one player, you can talk to him, he hear what we are saying. But in interview, they don't hear from us. We are far away from them. But anyway, all what we are saying is that we've started the competition. We'll play 1, we play 2. All the teams know how Ghana play now. And Ghana too knows how even the Uruguayans and whatever, even not in our group, are playing. Because you don't know, after you move from this stage, who you are going to meet next. So sometimes you watch everybody. You don't only watch your group stage. But we pray that when you go past this group, then you are going to meet somebody else. But because we have watched their matches, you know how also they play. But this competition also, sometimes it doesn't need long-term, performance. You need it a short time because you play about 3-4 days, you are playing again. So you don't say you want to prepare to come and meet another team. Once you're playing, you are preparing yourself. You come back to the Uruguayans because this is the last match for the group. Like Ampia said, the Uruguayans were not like when we first saw them. And that wasn't a group match. It was a knockout stage where we went up to extra time before penalty shootout before we were, we lost the match. It wasn't 90 minutes. So we are saying today, like you said, Uruguayans were not like we saw them because they played against Koreans. They drew 0-0, and then they lost 2-0 to Portugal. It's not like the Uruguayans we know.
So Ghana can beat them.
But so Koreans are Asians. It's different. It's finished. Portuguese are Europeans. It's finished. Now they're playing African. They know Ghana too. So it won't go so easy like we all expect. You have to fight for it. You have to fight for it. Beginning, you open up and play. But when you sit back and they get on you, sometimes it becomes difficult to want to change again. Let's go on them. Nothing to lose. Let's don't go there and said we want to draw the match. We want to sit back and draw because if you qualify, you draw. Sometimes most of the teams who wants this kind of results, they came up and losing. We need to win. That's all we have in our mind. Then winning, you push. In the end, when it's draw, then you go through. So all what we are saying now, we are talking. I don't know, the players will not hear. It's only the public who will hear what we are saying now. I hope what we are saying, even if they don't know, maybe God will push, put something in their mind, push them to push forward. Pushing forward, we score a goal.
Okay. That's right. Okay. Let me come to you, King George. Let me come to you, King George. Ghanaians keep talking about revenge. We have also heard from some players that for players to have in their minds that they are going to revenge a game, it has the potency to put unnecessary pressure on them and sometimes may even let them act unprofessionally. As professional players, what should we be telling them at this point? Is it good or bad for them to put in their minds that they are going to revenge the incident of 2010?
To me, I don't think it's necessary to think about a revenge because we played against Portugal. We lost to them. This is the second time playing against Portugal. Why didn't we prepare to revenge Portugal? And we rather want to revenge the Uruguayans. So I don't think it's necessary to think about a revenge. Like my seniors say, it's not easy to win as we all think is going to happen. They just have to kill themselves, die for Mother Ghana. They have to play and win, because Ghanaians back home and Ghanaians all over abroad are those I think the players should play this game for them. Since my seniors have said a lot, I'll just pause here.
But what's your prediction for the game?
For the game? I'm just thinking about win.
Okay. Nana Emmanuel Ampia, let me come to you. Game we see Ankasa, one prediction is saying, and I'll share revenge as my year can. And the pressure better boys in this one.
The pressure better almost. Until you said, "Na Messina can George can." Also, we use our revenge in a free omutrim. No muse. Born a born you win. Yes, a much here than tea. A pabia sono or says Yashamo, Eddie Ebo, Yashamo, said a bear, yes, and they say bit me a qualify. And only here.
Now, after Suarez, so Jinamna say, or Bobia, a quamben say, the defenders in the first managino. Obi cast one her cry, no biddy, a buffo crack, butuna, nako chana, red card be an answer bisa. A quamben say defenders in the first handle Suarez and
Suarez also more tackling the normal. Or you'll be a pray. Inti Sano or say more vigilance, or say more vigilance, but only see a year and say, on Unquan, yes, no, say yes, and ye, ever high, but in Takeno. Yammy, I drink consul in Takeno. More beyond fire, wouldn't hope before football, the money, sir. So do maybe or Chibo until an ASIA, the Oye and Inti, and the Emwa, but in Takeno, or more margin consul in Takeno, because on no beer who say, no who kakra, on the dear or harding, but in Takeno.
The current say, Suarez, in fact, tournament train. If he wasn't even regular playing. First match in there, or started, but he went out. Second match in there was on the bench. He came very late. But they say no, Omunfa, into Suarez in so. They have equally good players who are coming up now. So guy no the number. Nunes is playing for Liverpool at the moment in the English Premiership. He's very good, Sora. He's that. Valverde is playing for Madrid. They are very good now. They are. No Suarez. Suarez, there is still, what you say, Ronaldo now at the moment, sometimes he can come in, they will take him out or whatever. He didn't click for now. But ball there, unim the bepa actually. Now the one you can see Suarez, so now will be a for home. Until you are Bobo now, born a year kobo. Men fire dreaming call, say, year call revenge. Until we want to go and win. Nina, a boy. So, young Kofa be Antonoso, with the Enjano, young Bobo and said that because they are clever. Oh, Obedru box ye, now on your ball, be as a now up a penalty and now up a baby, who do one can repair on answer or game. So, but you mark him according to the way the game is being played. Never boy.
Game like as one prediction, yes.
Me, normally, as a player or as a coach, I don't predict. I prepare myself, say, Uncle Bobo, here we are. Then I talk about who wins, but I don't tell you who is going to win, who is going to do this. No. We just go out there. But me feel say, Uncle one or two or so. But the victory, Baba.
The victory, Baba. Okay. That means now I say Suarez as 7 person or the crack.
Suarez. Although it was very painful when we play against them and that penalty. That time there was no VAR. If the arrow was there, that goal should have been taken by the referee. But this time it's not there. I want to say this is a very important thing for the defenders. You know, there was a time that number 2, the Latif or the Lamte, you saw it. Football, you don't have to take risks in defense. If you take risks in defense and something happens, it goes against you. If you want to take risks, it is only the risk to an attacking line when you want to dribble. That's why you are taking risks, because if the player kisses you, it will be a penalty or any other thing. You understand? And I've been always saying that football, we have the means to an end. the means to an end is to score goal. So if you're able to score 1 or 2, you don't have to relax because the match is not ended. It's 90 minutes plus maybe 10 minutes. You understand? We don't have to sit back too. Because when we sat back, the last time we played against the Saudi Arabians, you saw what happened. Yes, the Koreans. Look at the pressure they give it to us. You understand? So if the strikers are there, they also must worry the defenders. They should allow the defenders to come and play and then give them more pressure and then we will have to go and lose the match. You understand? We are here to support the Black Stars, our boys. We are telling them that they should play their house out and give us the results, a good results. That's all.
Okay. So there you have heard from the legends, Abdul Razak, Golden Boy, Dan Owusu, Emmanuel Ampia, and George Al-Hassan. We continue to bring you more on Sight and Scenes here on Metro TV in the build-up to Ghana's game against Uruguay. We're back shortly after this one. I've been doing this with Leonard Nikwe and Gideon Ochiri Enim.